Hey everyone, Josh Pyatt here. Now in this week's coaching tip, I'm going to be giving you a few tips on qualifying your customers before you actually meet up with them to pitch and present for the business. Now that qualifying process should start when you're on the phone and you're booking in the appointment. And I think that it's really crucial that you ask a series of key questions to help you identify more about them, their situation, their time frame, and just a general overview of what they've got in mind in terms of actually selling their property. So once the appointment's been booked in, I'd always ask at the end of that conversation, hey Mr. Seller, do you have a couple of minutes just so I can ask you a couple of questions which would allow me to be more prepared for when we meet? And usually they always say yes. So then what I would do is I'd go ahead and I'd ask a number of key questions to help me identify their needs and their situation just a little bit more. So if I'm still not sure that they're actually ready to list their property, one of the first questions, or the first question I ask is, are you just after a price update or are you seriously thinking about selling? Now, if they are thinking about selling, then I'd ask a number of follow-up questions. So things like, have you sold before? And was it auction or private treaty? How did you feel about that process? Do you own the property with anyone else? Will I get to meet them as well? When's the house actually ready to put on the market, etc., etc. So what I'm actually doing by identifying as much information as I can is that when I meet up with them, I can pitch according to their needs and their wants, which is going to give me a much better chance to actually win the business rather than just turning up, asking them all those same questions and having to think on the spot. I hope you've enjoyed this week's coaching tip, and I'll catch you next week.